Hello friends, Grampa Grit here again on the new Grit and Grunt channel. Thanks for joining me once again. Today is day 3 of my new exercise program, and I am going to do a full workout for you today from start to finish. You might be looking at my outfit here today. Sometimes I do work out in my pajamas, so um, you just never know how I'm going to be dressed for my workout. I work out in most anything, so. Today it's my pajamas, and sometimes I sit around the house all day in my pajamas as well, and do my other activities. So I'm set up right now for my leg station. I've got 40 pounds of tension, which is a fairly light tension for my legs. I'm going to do 3 sets of 12, and like I said, we're just going to go through the whole routine. So bear with me. I just kind of wanted you to see what it's like, and I'm not going to go too heavy attention here as I'm just starting out on the new program, and we'll see how it goes. Yesterday, the workout went well, and I really don't have any major issues from yesterday. So I'm going to get up on the leg station, and we're going to do leg curls first. I'm lifting my pants a little bit here to give me some room to move. Okay, I've got my hands firmly on the bench in front of me. I've already done a little bit of light stretching and warm up, so I feel pretty good. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and do 12 of these, nice and slow. And I'm going to breathe in before I start the movement. And breathing out now. There's 1, 2. And when you return, you want to return slowly as well. You want to try to keep this thing in control. It would make a loud crash if I just let it go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice it's nice and smooth and slow. 7. That's 8. 9. And 10. And 11. And 12. Okay, that's first set. Take a few breaths. Getting a slight rest here, slight rest period, and ready for the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, taking a few more breaths. You might notice that my feet, I tend to be tensing my feet. I'm trying to keep them relaxed. And this next set, I'll kind of focus on that, trying to keep my feet relaxed and not looking so pulled back when I'm actually pulling through the range of motion here. Okay, ready for that third set. 1, and I am starting to feel it now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm really feeling it there, so I'm going to stop at 8 on that set. So that was good. Nice slow motion. I really felt the burn in the muscles, especially when I relax my feet. Okay. All right. Yes, definitely feeling the burn there. That was a good session. I would like to have made it through 12. I guess if I had gone a little faster, I could have, but since I was going slow, I don't want to overdo it on these muscles. They're starting out, so I'm going to stop right at 8 on that last set. Now I'm going to add 10 pounds of resistance for my leg extensions. So I'll have 30, 40, 50 pounds on each side. So adding the 10-pound rod here. And then we'll do the leg extensions here. And going for 12 on each of these as well. 1, 2, 3. Seems like I always start out a little fast and then slow down. 4, 5. And again, when it's coming back, you don't want to just let it drop. You want to control that return. 6, I believe. 7. I'm feeling it a little bit in that knee. 8, 9, 10, 11, and both of my knees just popped there when I extended fully, and 12. Okay, that's the first set. Take a few breaths, get your short rest period in. Just want to do it just long enough to get a quick recovery and then ready to go on the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Starting to feel a burn now. 11 and 12. Okay. All right. Taking a few breaths, getting the recovery here. Okay, I'm going to go slower on this last set. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I'm breathing in at the wrong time. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that went well. I felt it, not as bad as the back of the legs when I was doing the curls. I definitely felt more of a burn there. Not quite as much burn here, but nice and warm. Again, since we're just starting out on the workout routines, I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to call that good for today. And now time to shift here. We'll go to shoulders. So I'm going to put the handholds on, adjust the bench, and set up my tensions. I believe we want to start out here at 25, so I'm going to pull the two 10 rods into 5. There's 25. I'm going to set the bench down flat now. Again, as you can see, this Bowflex Power Pro works out pretty well. I really like this, this workout bench here and power rod assembly. Sometimes I call it a machine. I don't know if it's really a machine or not. In a way it is, but it doesn't have a whole lot of mechanisms other than cables and pulleys and rods. So call it what you like, a workout bench or a workout machine. Okay, so we got 25 pounds of tension on each side. I've got the handholds on. I'm going to sit on the bench and we're going to do shoulder presses, straight up shoulder presses. And if I do feel it's too light at any point, I will increase the tension. Okay, here we go. All right, straight up presses, arms out at the side, hands above, straight above the shoulders, and we're pressing straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, that felt good. Take a short rest break, get a few breaths in for recovery. Okay, here we go. Do 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, that's 2 sets. On the last set, and I'm kind of looking at the time here, I want to see how much time it's taken me to do these in general and the whole workout. I kind of forgot to note the time at the beginning, but I can estimate. Started about 5 to 10 minutes ago. And so on this last set, I'm going to go much slower. For muscle building, I've heard it said that you have to have time under tension. So with the Bowflex, that would mean that if you want more time under tension, just go slower through the range of motion, and you will obviously increase your time under tension. Of course, that's not my phrase. That's just something I've heard as I've seen other people do videos and such. And again, and I'm not any kind of physical trainer or anything like that. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just a guy trying to work out and get in better shape. So always remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't necessarily do what I'm doing. Do what's best for you and under a doctor's care. Okay, last set. Here we go. And I'm going to go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I definitely felt the burn in the shoulders. I even felt a little bit in the triceps on that one. But that felt really good. Again, you know, no damage done. Feels good. Hopefully those muscles will respond to that. And now we are set. I'm going to turn around and do a back exercise. We're going to do seated rows and work on the back muscles, mostly the upper back, but we'll be affecting the whole of the back in a way. All right, so let's see, that's 25. I think I'm going to go to 30 pounds of tension. So I'll grab the 30 rod on each side. Again, when you're changing these rods out, make sure you stay away. So keep your face and head away from these rods, because if you were to release them, they do have tension, and you could hurt yourself, hit yourself in the face, poke yourself in the eye, do all sorts of nasty things. So always cup that rod with your hand like so. When you're changing that out, keep it away from you. And there you go, just kind of like that. And especially when you get to the higher tension rods, those can do a lot of damage. So, all right, I'm going to straddle the bench. I'm going to pull back to what feels like the appropriate, comfortable position. You got to kind of have to figure that out for yourself. All right, that feels good. Now this is just a pull straight back to the sides of your body here with your hands. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now you may notice that as I was doing the motion, I'm also moving my entire back, you know, towards the back, and so I am also exercising the muscles. It feels like those muscles are being utilized down here in the lower back as well. Now I'm going to move back just a slight bit. Felt like I could have a little more range of motion if I move back just a slight bit more. I think I'm going to add 10 pounds to each side. So now I'll have 40 pounds of tension. That felt quite light. Always best to start light though. If nothing else, you're getting a good warm up in. You can always do an extra rep at the, an extra set at the end of reps, an extra set of reps at the end if you want. Okay, now I'm going to get back. I'm back in that position just a little further back now. Okay, we're going to go for 12 more. I do have my feet on the base for some leverage there. All right. 1, 2. And notice when I have it fully pulled back, I am holding for a second or two, and you can hold longer. That will get you more time under tension. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm feeling some tension in my neck, so I'm trying to keep my neck relaxed. 11 and 12. Okay. That's the second set. All right, loosening up, taking a few deep breaths. Preparing for the third set. All right, and here we go for set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that felt good. I can feel it in the upper, especially in the upper back, upper shoulders. And again, no major issues with that. I did feel some tension in my neck, so I tried to relax my neck while I was doing that at the end. I don't know about that yet. It doesn't feel like it's a really heavy workout for the back yet, but being that it's the back, and I don't want to have any back problems, I'm going to take that nice and slow. So it's going to be working up on the tension on that until I can kind of tell, if I'm really getting a good workout, and also if I'm potentially straining anything, because again, back injuries are probably the number one thing you want to avoid at all costs. All right, so the next thing, let's see, we've done legs now, we've done shoulders and back. Next thing will be biceps and triceps. So we're going to be doing arms here. We're going to start out at 40. I kind of like that. Biceps, again, I'm doing seated biceps. So I'll sit down again. I guess I could have transitioned right into that because I didn't have to change the setup. So let's do 12 biceps, 12 reps, 1 set of biceps. Now you want to keep your elbows in towards your body. Keep your hands moving out. That seems to isolate the bicep the best I've seen so far with this. And again, I'm getting a little bit of back exercise in with this because it's a little bit of a rowing motion, very similar to what I was just doing with the seated rows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's 1 set. I'm going to stand up a minute just to talk to you. So doing that, I felt a little bit of a burn. I think the temptation here is, at this point, it feels rather light, but being that I'm just starting in these workouts, I don't want to get too crazy with the tension yet. I'm looking at this 50-pound tension bar here and going, hey, when am I going to get into that? And my feeling is, at this point, I'm going to do workouts for 2 to 4 weeks before I start considering really high tensions, like something like that, just to give the muscles time to acclimate. I am 61 years old, and I just don't want to overdo it and start getting into injuries and excess fatigue, and then having setbacks. So at this point, like I said, it's gonna be nice and slow, lighter tensions. I am doing 12 reps. Of course, when you get into the really high tensions, you might actually lower your reps, but we'll see how that goes. And there is a lot of experimentation with this. Everybody's different. Um, so if you're trying something like this, my recommendation is to go really slow and do the light tensions and just go through the motions at first. All right, we're going to do set 2 now, the biceps. And again, keep in mind, all my recommendations are non-professional, just personal, anecdotal recommendations. I am not a trainer. I don't have any formal training in this. This is just something I'm doing, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, that's 2 sets. Relax everything. Taking a couple deep breaths. How are we doing on time? Okay, looking good. Been at this nearly 20 minutes now. So we're about halfway through. You anticipate that training would be, somewhere in the 30 to 40, 45-minute range, and I think we're right on track here. All right, 3rd set. And we'll move along here because I am taking a little more time because I am speaking. At the same time, if I wasn't speaking, then it probably would go much quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That was perfect. I just felt the burning just at the end, the last couple reps. Definitely feel it in those muscles. All right. There you go. That's what it looks like right now. We'll see what it looks like in 6 months, but that's what I've got now. Not much. All right. Tricep. There's the tricep right now. All right, and a lot of flab in there too. So we're going to try to improve the definition, make the muscles a little bigger. Now I'm going to lay down. I do the triceps in the lying position, lying down. And 40 pounds is what I want. So we're already set up. This makes the transitions nice when the weights don't, or the tensions don't have to change too much from exercise to exercise. Okay, getting in the right position again. We're keeping the elbows close to the body, hands going out. We've got the back strap on, so I'm going to backhand these. Here we go. Oh, I've got my feet up on the base here too for a little leverage. Okay. 1, 2. Got to slow down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Okay, I'm just putting my arms out to the side just to stretch out those shoulders a little bit and give myself an opportunity to recover, taking a few deep breaths. Okay, I'm going to move down just a hair more here. There we go. I feel like I was quite in the right position. Actually, I have my tailbone in the crease between the bench, the two parts of the bench where it pivots. That feels fairly comfortable. One thing I wish they did have on this Bowflex on the bench was a groove where your tailbone could go. That would be an improvement. It's a completely flat bench, so tailbone groove is always nice. So anybody who's designing workout benches, I suggest having a tailbone groove. That would be great. I rarely see them. I think I have seen them in a couple cases, but that's pretty rare indeed. Okay, set number 2 for the triceps. We're going to try to slow down here now. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Okay, that's set 2. Now I could definitely feel the burn on that. This feels like I've set up just right as far as tension. Taking a couple deep breaths here. Okay, I feel recovered. All right, now we're going to go for set 3. And you want to keep your recoveries as short as possible, just to where those muscles feel ready to go for the next set. Okay, here we go, starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feeling the burn. 6. Woo. 7. Oh yeah, starting to shake. 8. 9. The right side is shaking. 10. 11. And 12. There we go. Definitely felt the burn on that. But no major issues, no injuries, so that was good. Oh yeah. All right, I'm rolling that shoulder over, breaking some adhesions loose. Oh yeah, this is where I had the frozen shoulder that I told you about earlier for 2 years. So I'm still working that out. I've got full range of motion, but I still get adhesions that, oh, I don't know if you could hear that snap when I did that. Oh yeah, but that feels good. Let me be quiet while I do that. There we go. Definitely some snapping going on when I roll that shoulder over there. All right, but when I'm in that position, I usually take advantage of that and roll that shoulder. Keep working that out. That's a long-term injury that I'm going to be dealing with for possibly the rest of my life, I'm sure. Okay, now we're going to change the setup and we're going to do chest work, flies, and bench presses. And that will be the conclusion of the workout. right. And we're going to stick with 40 pounds of tension. Well, first we'll do chest flies. I'm going to put these handholds up on this back bar here. Get a little easier to grab that way when I get turned around with my back towards the power rods. All right. Time for some chest flies. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3. Gotta slow down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. That shoulder's holding up on the right side. And recovery here. All right, that's a good exercise. That gets me breathing hard. All right, here we go. Set 2. That's 4, 5. Notice how easy it is to get going fast. You got to constantly tell yourself to slow down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 2 sets. 2 sets done. Recovering. And of course, since we're further in the workout, we're getting a little bit more fatigued overall. And I might have saved the hardest part for the end here. Maybe I'll switch the workout around next time and start with these. So, but one advantage is I'm a lot looser, especially for that injured shoulder. It might be best to be fully worked out and then be doing these at the end, because this does seem to have an impact on the shoulder even more than my shoulder presses, which is kind of interesting. But it feels like the shoulders work hard during this. Okay, we're going to do the last set. Nice and slow. 1. Ooh, that right arm is shaking again. And there's different inclines you can use, depending on whether you go lower or higher. You basically want to pretty much keep it straight out. That was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're getting to the grunting part. 10, 11, and 12. All right. Woo. Okay, that's going to my head now. A little dizzy. Not terribly dizzy, but just a little bit of a head rush. The heart feels okay. I had my physical last fall. The doctor cleared me. Everything was good. So, yeah, if you're considering starting an exercise program, it's a good idea to get a checkup. Make sure you let your doctor know what you're planning and get it cleared here. And I told the doctor everything within reason, and that made good sense to them. But generally, exercise is viewed as a good thing. So just do it moderately and at a reasonable pace. Now we're going to do bench presses. I'm going to leave the 40 pounds tension on each side. Now these bench presses too have some variability. They show an incline bench press, a decline bench press, straight out bench press. So right now we're just doing the straight out version. But if you're looking at the Bowflex manual, they'll show you 3 versions of this. And it's subtle, but it has an effect on the muscles. And so from time to time we may change up. All right, here we go. First set. 1, 2, 3. That right arm is definitely shaking. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And because I'm getting so much shaking, I'm going to just do 8. So definitely feeling the fatigue here at the end of the workout. Okay, good long rest breaks. Take some deep breaths. Get as much oxygen in as you can. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shaking has stopped. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, I went kind of fast there, but whew, definitely getting fatigued. So we got one more set of 8. I will try to slow down, but I will also try to complete 8. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Wow, we made it through. Holy mackerel. All right, and that was 35, 40 minutes. Kind of where I expected to be. I am definitely feeling fatigued. That was a good workout. Like I said, for early on in the program, you don't want to overdo it. I feel good. I feel like I got a good workout in today. I feel like I didn't overdo it. Tomorrow when I report in, I'll let you know how fatigued I am. I'm going to be working on some new things. I've been having some trouble with the knees. I've noticed that because I've started doing some lunges. I wanted to try to do lunges as an exercise, and actually knee is giving me some problem again on the right side. Everything where I have problems with the joint seems to be mostly on the right side. I know why that would be for the shoulder. I'm not quite sure why for the knee. Of course, this is my throwing arm, so this has taken a lot of abuse over the years from playing baseball and softball. Not too much football, but baseball and softball, and throwing has done a lot of damage. So I'm going to be working on forward lunges, and I hope to present that to you at some point here as another exercise I'm doing. Tonight I might go out and do some intervals. I'm not quite sure, but if I do, maybe you'll get an update then. I really do appreciate you joining me. This is Grampa Grit on the Grit and Grunt channel, and we'll see you next time.